Welcome back to PC Gaming Bias. We're about to play Path of Exile again, and this time I think I'm going to choose a third character. The third character, in fact, in the lineup. So that's this big hulking dude right here. We've got a Templar and a Shadow already. Let's create a new one. Again, we'll keep it in the keepers, not the hardcore keepers. Protect Wraeclast from the Hiveborn invasion. Let's just go keepers again. I probably should do hardcore, find out what the difference is in them. So I'll go OK. Click on this one.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder? We offered you truth, yet still you clasped your superstitious lies. We offered you service, yet you wasted your strength in defiance. Wraeclast offers you something else. An education in true savagery.
So I can't turn that one around by clicking and holding. But this is a Marauder. Looks tanky to me, so I think we're going to have to give it a shield. We've got, what are we going to name it? PC Gaming Bias. Very original. And Marauder. Let's check I've written it all correct. And I have. In we go. We have a mace.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself with. Good. This place is crawling with criminals. There's smoke rising just east of here. Could be worth checking if there's...
Here we go. Bang, bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill.
The dead should remember their place.
Heavy strike. Attacks enemies with a forceful blow. Requires a mace, scepter, axe, sword, or staff. And in fact, we have, I'll put that there, a one-handed mace. I do need to equip that. Ouch. Give myself some life early on, doesn't hurt. Just going through the emotions now. I've done this a few times, a couple of times anyway. Mana is gone. And I do like having that in slot 3. Oh, Greaves. Didn't see that before. Wish I could zoom in a little bit on these characters, have a close look at them. Let's give us ruthless support. Every third attack deals a ruthless blow. Deals 70% more melee damage. And with ailments caused by melee hits. Nice. And a stun duration of 0.8 seconds. Let's put that on there. Someone is wanting to attack us there. Let's just come back, see if I've cleared everything. I think I have. Yeah, it looks pretty clear to me. I don't have a vest. I would like one. It's got a good amount of armor on it. We did find one before which had armor of 27. This has only got 20. A bit more armor. Not too bad, doing well with the armor. There's a bigger pile of corpses.
I live to see another dawn.
That was nice to bring us up. Come back a little bit as I look at the choices for this brute. 16 to life, increased melee physical, or 20 to armor and 16 to life. Both again good. I'm going to go with armor and life. That seems quite important at the moment. Oh, I've got numbers in there. I didn't even see the numbers we've got in there. Oh, strength. I did not notice this before. 2 strength gives you 1 life and 1% melee physical damage. Intelligence gives you mana and adds to your energy shield. Dexterity gives you accuracy and evasion. Okay, do you want to apply your passive skills? Yes. That was nice I didn't get hit. I'm going to have to replenish everything. I'm just going to stand and fight and take it. Which I can't do with that other boss afterwards. I've done 2 characters already. If you've been playing along at home, thank you very much for following. Oh, I do have a bit of an energy shield. Where did I get that from? Energy shield 9. I did not see that before. How come I didn't see that? And just finishing this one off, I'll go into Lioneye's Watch.
Talamoana, Marauder of Namakanui. No need to be surprised, Karui. My father and I were among those who tried to save your people from ignorance and damnation. My father paid for his arrogance with his life. I'm still paying for mine. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of Hillock, that putrid giant you felled out there. Be careful in the days to come. Karui savagery is nothing when compared with the ferocity that is Wraeclast. Lioneye's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
Okay, so speak to Bestel.
A mighty marauder, marooned on a moribund mainland. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy, lad. You could gut a bloke with a look like that. The name's Bestel, captain of the good ship Merry Gull. Alas, my Merry Gull is gone. My crew is gone. But my wits remain, after a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gull ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me.
Let's see what he has to say about Nessa.
Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does. Harold, the Merry Gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. Land full of disturbing surprises, this Wraeclast.
Okay, so let's find out what Nessa has to say about Bestel.
The Merry Gull ran aground on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As tends to happen here in Wraeclast, her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals. Tarkley pulled Bestel from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor. Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that Bestel sails a different course to the rest of us. Be well.
And finally, talking to Tarkley.
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, forget I asked. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there. Here, got something for you. Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards. Don't bother thanking me. The way I figure it, the longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives.
So this is definitely something I want melee. There's another melee one. Ground slam. I think I want to take a shield with this character. So shield crush, swipe your shield, dealing area damage in 3 waves in front of you. Enemies can be hit by 2 of the waves where they overlap. Okay, and that one has a projectile. Slams the ground in front of you, creating a wave that travels forward and damages enemies with an increased chance to stun. Wave deals more damage to closer enemies, requires an axe, mace, scepter, or unarmed. Okay, so I'm definitely going to take a shield now. And for some reason, I can't click on it. Learn which support gems Was it a support? So they recommend pulverized support. No. Okay, brutality, physical damage, fortify. Yeah, that's what I want, I think. Something with a shield. So I am going to have to get a shield.
I've seen many an exile pass through Lioneye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Oriath might want to forget us all, but I'll be damned if I will. Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day, 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since. Heard a bard once sing that the fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places. Bloody well right.
So a lot of these are the same. The only different one was from Nessa speaking to this Marauder as a Karui.
That hat Bestel wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Yes, Bestel's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a liar. The truth's always in there. You just have to listen for it. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Wraeclast. Not the first time. It can take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast.
The Eternal Empire.
Founded by Marseus Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Karu. In its day, Lioneye's watch could be defended by just a small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. What have I got? A handful of starving criminals with driftwood clubs and rusted hatchets. Farewell.
Now, Nessa seemed to say that I was a Karui, so interesting they haven't changed that when Tarkleigh speaks to me as a Karui.
Tarkleigh's as good a man as you can find on this god-forsaken coast. He has some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarkleigh, we'd all be dead. Be well.
Tarkleigh, rescued from the waves. A stricken Bestel, fate's slave. From fallen crew, broken bark. Bestel lives, thanks to Tarkleigh.
Okay, looking at everything I've got there, I am going to sell the majority of that. Doesn't look like I have a shield. Sell items. Selling. Why have they all got? Interesting. Ah, okay, so somehow or other I put the chat on. Didn't want the chat on. Chat was on again. I want to sell items. Okay, this is not working the way I want it to. Don't know what I pressed accidentally to get it to do this, but I finally got that there. I don't want to chat to anyone. Just pressing control. Again, this is all up. Why is that all up? I don't know. I must have missed something. Oh well. Have to get it next time. There's nothing else I can do there. That support gem. It just supports. So this is the end of the Marauder first video. Thank you for joining me. This is PC Gaming Bias signing off.